BC Ferries is spending millions of dollars to improve service and safety for people on Hornby Island, but the people who live there say the company just isn't doing enough to maintain that service during the upgrades. For 16 days, vehicle service is going to be suspended. No one will be able to drive on or drive off Hornby. Ferries says that's the cost of the upgrade, and there's not much that can be done about it. But as CTV's Gord Kurbis shows us, Islanders say BC Ferries isn't trying hard enough.
Right now, getting your vehicle onto Hornby Island via BC Ferries is relatively smooth sailing. But come October 23rd, the route will be closed to all vehicle traffic.
It is a 16-day closure, so these type of things are very rare when they do happen. But making an $18 million investment into the berthing structures, and we do have to temporarily suspend ferry service for part of that time.
Crews are already on site at Gravelly Bay on Denman Island. This is where foot and vehicle passengers board for the short sailing across to Hornby Island. This vessel will be tied up during the construction period, but BC Ferries says it has a plan.
We will be operating a water taxi service on the regular ferry schedule during the service interruption. In addition, we will be operating a tug and barge service for commercial vehicles 3 days per week.
The closure has some on the island asking questions.
A lot of people are wondering, why do they really need to extend it? Do they really need to repair it? Do they really need to close it?
At the Hornby Co-op, the island's main grocery store, staff are busy with what most on the island are doing, planning ahead.
All right, we have a truck coming this afternoon. It'll be loaded to the gills, and for the next week we'll be bringing all kinds of stuff over and stockpiling it to make sure that we're covered.
The co-op has arranged with ferries to have their truck make 7 trips to and from the island over the 16 days. But while the co-op isn't worried, they know not everyone will take the disruption well.
There's a few people quite concerned. Some people will be leaving the island for that period of time.
Larry Pierce operates a local vineyard and has doubts hydro crews will be able to get over to Hornby once the big storms hit.
Last winter we suffered through 15 power outages, 14 or 15, something like that. And of course, whenever the wind blows here on Hornby, the power goes out. A lot of people are concerned here about whether or not there's going to be a hydro truck stationed on the island.
BC Hydro has told us they will have 1 truck stationed on the island during the ferry shutdown. And over at the Hornby Medical Clinic, it's understood patients will be transported by water taxi instead of ambulance or airlifted in extreme emergencies. But there are other worries.
It's the in-betweenish things that are going to be a bit of a problem. And things like, I just found out today that we're not going to be able to get our medical supplies over here for 2 weeks, and that we're not going to be able to get our lab technician over. So is everyone going to be able to hold off for 2 weeks?
Those questions will only truly be answered during those 16 days, which begins on October 23rd. Gord Kurbis, CTV News, Hornby Island.